one Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ole Miss semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
When he does have time, a great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Toss play to the running back going left. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
The game makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, when you run that out.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. And the Rebels come to the line in a hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll run it to
build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The decision is not to go. And it's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And that pass is going to fall incomplete. No surprise there. Well, they gambled there, but it doesn't pay off. Passing up on the 3 points. Might regret that. First down here for this offense. Trying to find room. It's Flanagan. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the handoff again. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Handoff to the single back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it to the left. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it second and medium. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They're 2 for 2 on third down this drive. It's third down and 7. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. They couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the Rebels will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the return will be brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They've got him down out near the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Toss play, running right. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. And the back gets the football. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it for a big gain. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knowles.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And now the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the Rebels will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No chance to catch him.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
Team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner trying to create good field position. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they get him down after the completion. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Makes the defender miss. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. I say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes off in the clear. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. The Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The offense going with the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's the target, and it's complete. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Handoff to the left. They tackle him about the 14. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half was a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. No huddle now for the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. And the Rebels come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment of third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Football knocked loose in the backfield.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
And this one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him with the 34. That will be a first down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's an important first down on that running play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The Noles offense is on the move now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Caught quickly. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to his target. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Now it's second down here. He'll hand it off. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the third quarter of play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Ball handed off. Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. The Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a 3rd stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to 4th and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he stopped short. Huge play by the defense on 4th down. They will take over, protecting this lead.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 15. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's caught. It's Leon. That picks up a 1st down. He'll spot it at the 39.
I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Oh, here comes the reverse. Fights through the tackle. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
It's caught downfield. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
And the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
He's looking to scramble. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set, second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, look out, the football is free. The defense recovers the fumble.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they get a chance to get back in the game.
And a powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Handoff in a single back formation. He's brought down out at the 46. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Heading left after the handoff. Fighting him off. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Again, makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. Get some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20. Past the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Always looking to throw. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, using his legs on the scramble. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Deep shot caught down inside the 20.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he stopped just short down at the 2, but an excellent run. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
And now the try for 2. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's picked off in the end zone. Pass midfield. Out past the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time.
26. Ole Miss, 16.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to kick this one away.
And the hands team able to recover the football. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.